Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this partial, they said, of a logo and wanted to know how you could draw that. It's not too bad. You could probably even trace it, but you still got to deal with the colors. I just kind of started doing something like this a while back. I'm going to get the polygon tool set on six-sided, and I'm going to hit P to put it in the center of the page. And then I'm going to turn it into a triangle. And you can see that this is a triangle, basically. I'm going to take the shape tool and I'm going to delete the inner nodes. Then with it selected, I'm going to go to object and convert it to a curve. I'm going to take the shape tool and select all three nodes that are left. I'm going to go to Windows, Dockers, and Corners, and I'm going to round them off 2 inches. And I get that shape. Now that's a 2-inch radius, so we need to make a 4-inch circle. And if we hit P and put it at the center of the page, and then shift select this, the other shape, and go B and L, it put it right there in the corner with that radius. Now we could do the same thing over and over, but if you'll take this one and control D, alternate C, and rotate it 120 degrees, and then control D, you have that shape. Now, looks like, so I'm going to use my 2-point line. This is a thing I very seldom ever show, but I'm going to go right here. Instead of drawing a straight line, I'm going to use a tangential line between 2 points. And I'm going to start on this one, but watch it jump to the tangent and then go to the center. Same thing here. So it did that automatically. Now what we need to do is take that away. And actually, here's a good little something I know that's going to happen. Take the Smart Fill tool and fill this in. And look what happened. It leaked. It didn't leak because the lines are offset. It leaked because there are 2 sets of lines on there. So if we take this now and, well, let's go ahead and cut that line away. And then use our Smart Fill tool to fill that in. It doesn't leak because that other line is gone. Now we are working in the center of the page. Hopefully I can kind of match that color. I'm going to get my color eyedropper and take a sample and put it there. I'm going to take away the outline by right clicking. And then it's just a little bit of interactive fill tool. Whoop. Nope. Why is it getting rid of my color? You know what? Let's try this. Click on that, go down to the eyedropper, take a sample of that, and we're back. And then we could put it, that's a good little lesson in case that ever happens again. Whoop, I picked white, I'll need black. And that's pretty close. Maybe a little bit too much black. Now, because we're working in the center of the page, we can you know what, I made a mistake because I'm going to show you what's going to happen. Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 120 degrees. Make sure there's just one of these. Control D, alternate C, 120. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't say it is going to matter because now that one is on top of the other one. So what we need to do is just kind of back up here till we had our design. I left out, I wasn't thinking about it being like that. I left out one step. And I guess what I'm going to have to do is go ahead and take away that line again. fill that in, making a new object. And I might get a leak because I might have gone back too far. And I did. But we can very easily just remove the triangle, and now we won't have a leak. Now, okay, one more thing. I'll tell you what, I'll fill that in, nudge it over twice. I'm going to delete those, nudge it back twice. I hope I did. I'm going to left click, right click, Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 120 degrees. That's what I need. I need that shape right there. So we're going to use the attribute eyedropper. Well, I've got to use the smart fill tool to fill it in to get a new shape. And see, now it's got that little section gone. This is a pretty good lesson. So let's get the color eyedropper again. Take that color and put it there. Let's see what happens this time with the interactive fill tool. Okay, that time it didn't do it. So we don't have to go that extra step. Maybe put that on the center. Maybe put that. Now, when we Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 120, when we come back around, that's pretty close. I might be a little thicker, and you could probably, well, being said, I reduced this in size. So if you need it to be that exact, start with the original and get your parallel dimension tool and kind of just eyeball that. And see, that's an 8-inch circle, where I remember I started with a 4-inch circle, but it would be the same thing. And I think you could probably keep going. This, just another idea. Fill that in. Let's go ahead and use that blue. Color eyedropper, get a sample, put it there. And now let's use the interactive fill tool. And let's use elliptical, kind of put it in the center, and maybe put darkness in the center. Yeah, well, kind of cool. Wonder if we put outlines on it and see what happened. Yeah, whatever you think looks best. But that's going beyond what he was asking. Anyway, let me take away the outline. Anyway, I hope that helped him, and thank you for watching.